So I think we are live stream. So it's a new edition of Your Attaché, new episode. And today my guest is Petr Koukal from Bohemians, Prague. It's actually you're the first guest from Czech Republic. That's why very welcome. And maybe you can say some words about you, introduction, your background.
Hi. So I am Petr Koukal. I'm from Prague, originally from the north of Bohemia, but now living in Prague, and I am a director of communications in Bohemians Prague.
Maybe you can explain briefly what is Bohemia. It's a kind of region inside of Czech Republic, right?
No. Bohemians, it's a club from Prague. And the name, the Bohemians, if you want to translate it is like Czech or Czechs, or how to say, because
so it's Czech in Czech language, right?
No, it's not in Czech language. It's English word for Czech people. Because this is from history. In 1927. The club went to the international tour, and we named AFK Vršovice, and because this name was very difficult for foreigners, so we took the name Bohemians as we represented the Czech Republic. And this tour over Australia was very successful for our club and for Czech football. So we keep the name for a long time. And from this trip to Australia, the club took kangaroo into the logo. So it's a logo and the club name with a beautiful history.
Cool. And I think the best idea is now to start from history. I also read about the kangaroo and your logo.
Yeah.
Maybe you can explain why you use actually green colors at your logo, your T-shirts, uniform, and the kangaroo. I understand, as you said, that this trip was successful, but why kangaroo? And for so many years, maybe there is some stories behind it.
It's just this simple. We went to Australia for the successful tour, and when the club was on the way back home, they get 2 live kangaroos as a gift for our president, for the Czechoslovakia president, and that's why we brought the live kangaroos to the Prague as a gift for the president, and also as a new emblem of our club logo. So it's just the story of our logo, and the green white. I don't know why it's green white from the original times.
There is no Irish roots about that, no.
No Irish roots, no Irish connections. I think the green was a club color before 1927, before the trip to Australia. So it just continues over the trip.
And the history says something about these 2 kangaroos. What happened after they came to Czech Republic?
They were placed to the zoo, to the Prague Zoo.
Okay.
But I think it's a long time, so they are dead, both of them.
But you don't use it in your communications, maybe, or in your PR, because, for example, as Benfica, they use eagle to fly around the stadium before the games.
We were thinking about to buy a live kangaroo and have it here at the stadium, but kangaroo is not animal who likes audience, who likes crowdly people. So this idea was stopped in the beginning.
I understand. But maybe you have mascot as King Guru.
Yeah, we have, and I think we are maybe only one club in the Czech First League. We just kangaroo on the ground when the both teams are cheering and shaking hands. The kangaroo goes with our players to cheer
Wow, really?
to cheer referees, to cheer opponents. And
I will ask you for the video of that.
I don't know. I don't know about another club in Czech Republic. Many clubs has a mascot, but I think no mascot goes with the players on the ground in the front.
That's great.
And before the game.
I remember even from my club when we let our mascot to go on the pitch before the game, like 1 hour before the game, was a lot of discussions about that we could have penalties because of that. And if you say when the teams are going to the pitch, yeah, I understand that.
I think that maybe no other mascot could do this, but here in Bohemians, in our stadium, it's something like tradition. So after the cheering, the kangaroo run to the fence behind the goal and make some cheers for the fans, and it's part of tradition here in Bohemians.
Great. And this is for some years you do it already, as I understand.
Yeah, it's I don't know
for
when it starts. I don't know. I don't know exactly.
Okay. Cool. Let's go to other topics. Actually, about kangaroo, I wanted to ask something, but I don't remember at the moment. Talking about the history, I think the most famous story, or maybe the most remarkable now, it's from 2005 when the club was bankrupt and was saved by people, just by supporters. And I also read that some famous Slovakian players or Czech players who played in Russia, they also participated in this action, as Kamil Chantafalski, Pavel Mares, and Martin Jiranik. They also donated some money, and Kamil Chantafalski mentioned as the guy who gave very big sum for this saving. So what can you tell about this situation? Have you been working at the club at the moment, or you were a supporter, and how was it happening?
At the time, at 2005, I was just a fan, just a supporter, because I was in high school at the time, and I am a fan of Bohemians from my childhood, because my father was a big Bohemians fan. Unfortunately, he passed away 10 years before. But from the times I remember, I heard about Bohemians. He told me about Bohemians, about the famous games in the 80s, about Mr. Panenka, and about all these guys. So in 2005, I was maybe 16, something like that, 16, 17 years old, and it was a bad situation because the club bankrupted, as you said, and there was nothing, no players, no money, and there were many bills, many unpaid bills. So the fans, people around the Bohemians collected the money. It was about 3 millions, I think, at this time, to buy the license and to continue in the third division. Yeah, and as you said, Kamil Chantofalski, it was a goalkeeper of Bohemians in 1999, 2000, 2001, I think, about these times. Pavel Mareš is also former player of Bohemians. Martin Iránek as well. And there were in Zenit Petrohrad there were Radek Šíro, defender,
Yes.
another former Bohemians player, and the head coach, Mr. Vlastimil Petržela. It was about 2000, 2002.
Petržela was also working in Bohemians.
Yeah. He is one of the most popular coach of Bohemians. The fans loves him, but he was a little, how to say, temperamented, angry, something like this.
Okay.
So in 2005, the club was saved by people, by fans, and it is another beautiful story about the club. The first was a trip to Australia, 1927. Another beautiful story. It's 2005, and we rised up as a phoenix from a dust.
Wow. Well, can you explain to me as a foreigner, like, who are the fans of Bohemians? Because in Russia, if you ask about Czech football, people will say about Sparta Prague, about Slavia, but Bohemians, not many people will even remember about this club.
It is difficult, and it's a little sad, but in 80s, 1983, we won the only one league title so far. I hope that another will come in the future. But in the 80s, the club was it was very famous around the Europe. We played we played the European leagues. It was Cup Winners' Cup at this time. Now it is European League, and Cup of the European countries champions or something like that. I don't know exactly how to say in English, but it was a competition from which Champions League became. It was like Champions League in the past. So, and we participated in these cups, in these championships, and many players from Bohemians played for the Czechoslovakia national team in this time in 80s. It was 6-7 players from our team squad were in the starting squad of the national team. So nowadays the club is unfortunately not so famous in the foreign countries, as you said, in Russia, for example. But about the fans, I proudly say that we have one of the best fans in the world, and 2005 proves it. Yeah, because
it's few stories like that.
Yeah, the fans save the club, and without fans there is no Bohemians anymore.
But maybe you can just remind. I understand that you're just a student at that time, but still, maybe you can say some of your memories, feelings at that time when you heard first the news that the club is bankrupt, and maybe you also worked, you earned some money and then donated, or I don't know, you supported somehow in different way the club.
I was upset. I was sad. I was disappointed that the club ended, because the Bohemians ended in January, and then it was, I think, it was in April when the club was saved by fans, and I was sad. Every Bohemians fan was set at this time. And there were another problem. The former headquarters of Bohemians before 2005 still want to hold rights to the club, to the name, to the history. And there were a new company which was elected by fans to save the club. And the former headquarters, they sold the name and the logo to another club. So there were two.
Yeah, I heard this.
There were two Bohemians at this time, and we had many problems, many courts with them, and few years ago there ended this history, and the club doesn't exist for, I think, maybe 3-4 years. So now we are okay, but at this time the Bohemians bankrupted, and then appears another club which says we are the real Bohemians. But every fan knows that the real Bohemians is only Bohemians Prague. Now it's Bohemians Prague 1905, playing in Jolicek. And Jolicek, it's the name of our stadium. And every fan of Bohemians know that the only one Bohemians is from Vršovice, and there is only one Bohemka playing in this stadium in Jolicek.
Yeah, it's interesting. The story about the clubs, how they bankrupt. Unfortunately, it's very normal for Russia. During last 20 years, I think we have dozens of clubs which bankrupted. What about the Czech Republic? How often it could happen in your championship? And I'm sure it's if it takes place, it's not the finish, the end, always like you have in this story.
We are not the only one club with surviving problems. But I think in the Czech Republic it's not too often to bankrupt some club. I try to remember some other club.
It's already good, because if you ask me, I will tell you immediately many cases.
Yeah, we don't have dozens. We don't have dozens as you have, but there are clubs. They're not bankrupted, but get out of money and goes down to the second league, to the third league, to the fourth league, to the division. But they are still alive. They still play football. I don't remember. I don't remember any.
But that's good. In Russia, it's usually then the club is bankrupt, and then maybe 2 or 3 years passed, and then the club starting from the third or second division, and it's going up and up.
I think in Czech Republic, here in Czech Republic, there is the same case in a few clubs, but it's not too much. 3-4 clubs maybe.
So maybe also you can say some words about your club, how it's financed, because in Russia, this now many clubs, they are state clubs and they financed by local budgets, and very few, like 5 or 6 from 16, they financed by private investors or big companies.
Yeah, we have a private owner. It's a private company. And in Czech Republic, it's difficult when there are more clubs in one city. Yeah, because we have about 14 districts in Czech Republic, and if you are a club, if you are the only one league club in the entire district, so the government of the district supports you. They give you money. They build stadiums, etc. But in Prague, there are Slavia, Sparta, Bohemians, Viktoria Žižkov, Dukla Prague, and it's much more difficult to get some money from the city. And we have many smaller sponsors or donators, and sometimes it is better. I think it's my opinion, but I think it's better sometimes, because when you lose one big sponsor, you have trouble. You have a big trouble, and maybe you bankrupt as well. But when you lose 3, 4, 5 smaller donators or smaller sponsors, it's not too big problem, and it's a little bit easier to replace them.
Yeah, you can work longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. What about your department? I don't know how you call it correctly, media department or PR or marketing. How many people working there? And maybe you can say some words about the processes you have.
Media department. So may I have a question?
Yes.
Yeah. How many people works in Football Club Sochi? How many workers?
You mean in general or in my department?
No, general, entire club, Football Club Sochi. How many people?
With players or without players?
No, just the staff, just the media department, PR department, managing director, and etc.
Okay, let me count. I never thought about that. I think if we count the medical staff, physiologist, rehabilitator.
No, just
all these guys also, yeah.
Just the stuff in the office.
Like office, you mean?
Yeah. PR, media, ticketing.
Yes, I see. But actually not so many. I think about 20 maybe. 20, 25.
25.
You have less.
So I thought, I thought you have more, because I think Sparta Prague or Slavia, it could be maybe 50, 60, 70 people. And in Bohemians, it's about...
I wish especially I could have this, but at the moment we're just 3-year-old club and quite young.
I wish as well, but Bohemians has about 11, 12 people, not in my department, but in entire club. Yeah, so it's financial director, managing director assistant, PR, there are 2. And in my department, I have the head of media, and I have one colleague. One colleague as a how to say, as an author or he manage
like copywriter, you
mean? Maybe something like this. When he managed the social sites during the games, and we have one photographer, but he works external for us. Yeah, so the media department. Media department here in Bohemians is around 2 people, me and my colleague, and on the match day, me, my colleague, and the photographer.
And video operator, no?
Photographer is video creator. I am the video creator.
Okay. Yeah,
we have to struggle. We have to struggle like this, but we love our job, so it's easier.
And actually, in these terms, it's interesting for me to ask you, About your boss, I don't know, general director or somebody else who's responsible for your job, for the results.
Yeah.
Does this person ask you specific results? Because of course he or she understands that you have very limited sources as human sources, time limitations, like how to measure the efficiency of your work.
I don't have any how to say any difficult goals or something like that. Yeah, we have a daily job, and it's from game to game, from one match to another, from the season to another season, and it continues, it goes, and if we have our things, our stuff in if everything is okay, we don't have problems with the managing director, because he knows we work in a small group, and there is no space for some many specials.
Yeah. And though maybe you have some cases when your director told you, wow, guys, you did it well, it was perfect.
Sometimes sometimes we have, but we take it like it's a normal part of our job. So we are not about you are good and you are good, you are great. It's when we did,
but I mean
when we did something what is successful, we are happy about it, and that's enough.
Maybe you can share some examples, for example, for which cases your boss could say good words.
For example, when I was with the team in winter, we had a training camp in Turkey, and I was alone. I was alone there as a media guy, and I did some funny video quiz with the players, which fans likes. So that's maybe the case when he says, "Oh, okay, that was great." It was something above my job.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something I'm not how to say, it was something which I don't need to do, but I did.
Your initiative.
Yeah. It was my initiative, and it was something more.
So talking about training camps, last season, last winter, before all this situation of pandemic, we had also camps in Turkey, and we tried to broadcast our games live. And also it was me and my colleague, we just two, and we tried to make live stream with camera, with commentator. It was really difficult. And what about you? If you're just alone, you're trying to do something? Any live commentary?
We had 3 games. We had 3 games in a winter training camp in Turkey last year, or it was this year in January. And I was lucky guy because we played against Soneriske from Denmark. We played against one Russian club, and I can't remember which club it was, but I think it was division, it was Samara.
Krylia Sovetov.
Krylia Sovetov, yeah, Krylia Sovetov, Samara, and the third club was I don't know anymore. But
so I guess these clubs, they made live streams.
Right? Yeah. It was my lucky that these clubs made live streams, and I just asked for for a link, and I share the link with our fans. So I don't have these those troubles to make some live stream. It was without my commentary, but I think
Yeah.
for the people it's absolutely okay. They want to see the game, and that's enough.
And what about pictures from the games? You also
I was the photographer. Yeah, I was the
Ah,
photographer. I have some basic equipment with
ah.
me in Turkey, so I took some photos, made some videos, edited some videos. I'm I'm guy who can manage it myself. If I'm alone there, I must do this, and so
Yeah,
I
that's
I, I, I did I did this. Yeah,
the
so
same story. The same
yeah,
story. But
I
yeah,
think you know what I'm talking about. One
yes.
camera, one GoPro, one tripod,
To
some
be
stuff.
honest, before this season, we even didn't have our camera. I had my own, which my grandfather bought me like 3 years or
Yeah,
5 years ago,
yeah.
and I use it.
I have also my own camera, my own GoPro,
Yeah,
and it's
but
it is passion. It is passion
yes, I
to work
understand.
for the club. So for me, it wasn't something like a business trip. It was something like holidays.
Yeah, I can imagine that you
Yeah,
just relax and then they pay you money and like
yeah. I get paid
wow.
no. It wasn't so relaxed as it seems.
Not relax,
Uh,
but maybe you
yeah.
enjoy the process.
As I said, I was angry about my job 4 times a year. Yeah, 4 times a year. I am or I was angry about my job. If I worked on another place, not in the football club, not in the Bohemians, I would be angry 5 times a month, maybe a week. Yeah. So if your job is your passion, a lot of problems disappears.
You said you're angry 4 times. Why exactly 4 times?
I was angry in the job, upset, sad,
Ah,
or angry 4 times in a year. That something goes wrong, someone pissed me off, or
ah.
something like this. So there are 4 cases in one year that I'm sad about my job. Yeah, because I love the job. So many cases uh, you just flew up and said nothing happened. But if I was, for example, a bus driver, I would be angry and pissed off every single day,
Yeah, I understand.
yeah. So that's that's the benefit of my job, that I love the job. So no special problems among a year.
Well, Peter, as you remembered about your previous jobs, and maybe you can say some words about bakery and the bank service.
Yeah,
How was it, and how did you come up to work in a football club?
yeah. It's a funny history of my former jobs. Uh, for example, I was a serviceman of bowling clients. Did you play bowling? Do you play bowling?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
yeah.
course.
So I was the serviceman when the bowling ball stuck over there.
Yes.
I was the guy who went there and repair it and bring your ball back. And I was injured.
Cool.
Once I played hockey, and I broke my leg. So I
Ah,
was I was 6 weeks out of my job, and they have to replace me with another guy. And after my recovery, I came back. They told me, sorry, but we hired another guy. We don't place for you anymore. So I was like, okay, thank you, see you later, and bye. And I was unemployed from day to day. I was unemployed overnight. So I was looking for a job. I was looking, or I was searching what I want to do, and there was free bakery delivery driver. The one of the biggest bakery in the district, searching for a new driver. So I said, okay, I will be your driver, and I was 1 year. I went to the job at 1 a.m., 1 hour after midnight.
Wow.
I woke up 1 a.m. and through the night I delivered bakeries for 1 year. 1 year, 1 year I was a bakery driver, and then I try to move myself to better place, and find some uh, opportunity to become a client assistant in one of the biggest bank in the Czech Republic.
And sorry, Petr, all that time you were supporting Bohemians and going to the games
all the time. If you saw my bakery car, there were peanuts and kangaroos all over the cabin.
Wow, cool.
When I was in Prague, I parked the bakery car in the front of the stadium and make some pictures. Maybe I will find somewhere in my
yeah, you can send. I will put
computer.
it in my...
Yeah, I try to find it. So as I said, I am a fan of Bohemians since I was maybe 2 years old. From
Wow.
since I was born, I am a Bohemians fan since I was born, because, as I said, my father was, and I am as well. So that's the story. I was a bakery driver. I was a bowling serviceman. I was a bank
Yes.
assistant.
And what after bank? What happened?
I was disgusting about the job, because I don't know how in Russia, but in Czech Republic, you have to call people, you have to sell some bank products to the people, and you need
Yes.
people to give you their money. Yeah, and it was a job that I liked, to call someone I never saw before and tell him, hey, hi Alex, you haven't saw me before, but I know that you have 100,000 on your bank account. What if you bought some investments or some funds and gave me your money? Yeah, and you will be like, okay, but I never saw you. Why do you call me to
Yes.
and want me to put my money down on you? So after 1 year, I was like, oh, stop. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I won't stop it. So I went to my boss and said, I was hired for 1 year. I have 1 year contract, and at the end of the year, I went to my boss and said, listen, I don't want to work here in bank anymore. So after 1 year is over, I am over as well. And then I became unemployed again, but I'm person.
But happy unemployed after this job, yeah.
Yeah, little happy, but without a job, and you have to pay the bills. The bills doesn't ask if you are happy. They have to be paid. So
Yes.
I was searching another job, and one day I opened the websites of Bohemians, and there were uh, we are looking for a new fun shop manager.
Mhm.
So I sent my CV. I said some words that I'm a big fan and I would like to work in Bohemians. It was on Thursday. On Friday, they called me back and say, "Hi, Petr, this is Bohemians. Can you come and uh, show yourself to us and say something about you?" So it was on Friday. I came, and from Monday till nowadays, I am employee of Bohemians. And between end in the bank and the start in Bohemians, there were about 2 weeks. So in my entire life, I was
Wow.
unemployed for 1 month.
Cool.
So
And you said you started as fun shop manager, but
yeah,
then you moved somehow to press.
I started as a fan shop manager. I was a fan shop manager till October last year.
Mhm.
Uh, but I am a pronouncer or presenter or speaker as well.
Mhm.
So when my colleague, entire and not entire former press officer in Bohemians, were about to end, so
Mm.
they offered me to do this job, and since October 2019, I am
Oh,
director of communication. Uh, it sounds like it's something director, but it's a press officer, as you said. Yeah, so I'm just
yeah.
press officer who has to manage the social sites and etc.
Mm.
So the position is called a director of communication, but the job is about press officer and something else. So for 1 year, I'm a press officer of Bohemians, and I think it is thanks my career in media. Yeah, because I'm radio speaker. I'm a sports speaker. I was a
Mm.
speaker of some international championships, hockey under 20, World Floorball Championship, World
Mhm.
Softball Championship, which was for the first time in Europe in Prague last year, and those media uh, stuffs gives me opportunity to become a press officer, and I like the job.
In these terms about your skills, I want to ask two questions. First of all, how
Yeah.
did you start learning English? And what is your general education? Did you finish any university, and in which profile? And how did you start working as a speaker? Also, it was just somehow occasionally, or it was your aim and purpose?
Uh, I don't have any university degree. I have just in English, it's a high school. So
Yeah.
that there is the elementary school, and then another we call it in Czech language it's střední škola. In English, it is like middle school. It's elementary,
Yes.
middle, and high school. So I finished
Yes.
just the middle school,
Uh-huh.
and then I started work. So I don't have any high school degree. I tried to become lawyer. Nothing. I tried to become politologist, nothing, because I was happy that the middle school is over, and I never was a nerd. I never was a person who liked to study something. So I started my first job, and you know, uh, when you get paid for the first time, you don't want to go back to the school and have no
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started to work, and since my 20, I was 19, 20.
Mhm.
Since then, I am still busy. And what was the another question? Sorry.
About English and
About English.
speaker.
Yeah. Uh, I don't think that my English is good. I think we can talk. I'm not shy to talk or to speak English, but I first time met English language in the first year of the middle school. Yeah, I never learned English on the elementary school. I learned German language, but don't ask me nothing about Germany. Don't ask me nothing about this language. Maybe ein zwei. That's all I all I can say.
Okay. Okay.
And so I started learning English during the middle school or the high school, as English people said, and then it continues. Especially when I was a manager of a fun shop. So I were in the fun store every day, and a lot of foreign people went to
Mm.
our fun shop.
Okay, and you learned that.
So I just had to speak somehow. It sounds like English, and those people understand me. I understand them.
Cool.
So that's uh, that's everything about my English. So I never was some special student. I never had some special lessons.
Mhm.
Just talk to the people.
What about announcer and speaker?
It was my dream. It was my dream since elementary school. Yeah, to become a speaker, uh, especially the radio speaker,
Mm.
because I saw some popular people here in Czech Republic. It was like, wow, I want to be like them. And I was the guy in the elementary school who was loud, and the teacher always said, sh- shut up, don't
I
be.
see.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So uh, every single day in the elementary school, I was the class clown. The class clown. Yeah. Well, I was louder and louder and louder every time. And then I tried to some radio station. So when I saw we are looking for the new presenters, for the new speakers, I always sent an email, always,
Mm.
every time. And
But
many
at the
times,
moment, you didn't have anything in your CV, any experiences.
no, I was 22.
Mm.
I had no experiences about speaking, about the radio pronouncing,
Okay.
etc. But I just tried, and
Okay.
mostly they didn't answer. Yeah, I just sent an email. Hi, I am the guy you are looking for. I'm your new speaker. I want to become the radio speaker. Waiting for answer. Nothing arrived. Nothing arrived. Um, then I tried once to go straight to the radio, and met some director or some guy who can help me. Once I was in the studio to record some demo, but no one calls back. No one calls back again. And then my friend was a speaker of another club in Czech Republic, and I wasn't speaker at this time, but he knows that I want to try. I want to become a speaker, and he called me and said, "Hi, there will be the Women European Football Championship under 17 here in Czech Republic, 4 stadiums, and we are 3 speakers. We are looking for the 4th one. You in?"
Wow.
And I didn't know nothing about the tournament, about what it's about, but I said, "Yeah, I'm in." So we have had some meetings, maybe 2 meetings before. They say, "Okay, it will be in English," and I was like, "Oh shit, in English?" "Yeah, it's a European Championship," and I said, "Okay, no problem." I was afraid in the start, in the beginning. I was afraid how it will go. So if I figure it out good or not.
And did you have any trainings before your first
No,
game?
no,
Nothing. Well,
I just went there, put on the mic and try to do my best, and it was good. It was good, and since then I was a speaker for few tournaments or for few actions, and then the Bohemia, and before I was a speaker of the anniversary ball of Bohemians. We had the 110 years in 2015, and I was a presenter of the anniversary of Bohemians. It was my one and only touch with Mike.
Sorry, it's a break in connection. Maybe you can repeat the last part.
Yeah, that in 2015, I was a presenter of anniversary ball of Bohemians.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the 110 years anniversary. Hi, I lost connection with you. Are you here?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. All good.
Now I don't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now it's okay. It seems to be okay.
Yes. Yeah. You said about then you started after this tournament. You started to work at several other occasions as an announcer.
Yeah, and I have one opportunity before. It was in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in 2015, I was a presenter of Bohemians anniversary, 110 years. And after this football European Championship, I became a speaker here in Jolicek in Bohemians, because there was one old guy, and he made some mistakes. He changed the opponent names. Yeah, so we play with Sparta. He said Slavia, and yeah, made some mistakes, and the former press officer told me, "Hey, you were the speaker of the football championship wanna be a speaker here in Bohemians? Yes, I want. It's
Great.
it's for me it's a dream.
But can you tell me how many years or months was before you send your first CV to one of the radio stations?
Sorry, I lost the connection.
Until you start.
Sorry, I lost the connection. Can you repeat?
Yeah. I try again.
Sorry, there is some trouble.
It's still not good. Looks like that.
What was the question? The last question, please.
Okay, let's try again.
Yeah. Can you repeat the last?
Yes, my question was how much time passed between your first application for the job at radio and until you started working as an announcer at this international tournament?
You mean from my first CV sent to radio?
Yes. And
I think almost 8 years.
Wow.
8 years. I was trying for 8 years. I was trying to become speaker, and after 10 years, I became a radio speaker.
Wow.
It was a 10 years journey for me, from the first CV send to become a radio speaker.
Radio speaker, you mean the speaker at the stadium or the speaker at real radio station?
At the stadium, it was 8 years, and in the real radio station, it took 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And about the radio, how was it? After your experiences at football matches, somebody invited you to the radio?
No, nobody invited me. But I have found one internet radio. It was like semi-pro, not professional, but something like semi-pro, and they were looking for new guys, and it was unpaid job. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get the money for this, but I started there to practice my skills, to train to be a radio speaker, and to prove that I am able to be a radio speaker. And after 1 year or 1.5 years, I try to send my CV to the professional radio, and they answered me. I go there, make some demo, and they offer me the job. They hired me, and now I am a pro radio speaker.
So I don't have much time, unfortunately. That's why I have some questions which I ask you to answer, not very long.
Okay.
And after that, we have a short quiz. And after that, the last one, I will ask you to nominate somebody of your friends, colleagues, maybe from Czech football or from other countries, to be my next guest in a new episode.
Okay.
So let's try to be short. I'm curious just about the fact everybody knows that it was Czechoslovakia before Czech Republic, and is it still any connection in football that you can support national team of Slovakia if Czech Republic is not participating, or Slovakian clubs, for example, in Champions League, if you don't have Czech clubs in the group stage? Is it something like that?
I think it is. It's not official, but when the Slovakian club plays in the Champions League or in the European League or the Slovakian national team plays, so we supported them because since 1918 we were one country, and just 27 years before we divorced, is if I can say it like this. So I think that Czech people supports Slovakians, and Slovakians support Czech football, Czech hockey, because we still are friends. There is no hate between the countries.
And yesterday, national Slovakian team qualified for Euro, and there was any celebration in Czech Republic about that?
I think people are happy, but it's not about to celebrate this. Yeah, the connection. It's not too deep to celebrate
I see.
to celebrate it.
Also, I read that in your club playing one Russian guy, Vladislav Levin.
Yeah.
What can you say about this guy? If he's still there, or maybe he's changing the club?
No, Vladislav is still here, and I think it was Vladislav who connected me with you and told me about your project. So
cool.
So I am lucky to be part. It's my pleasure to be part of your project, and it's thanks to Ladislav. So, but I don't know what to say about him, because we made we made over here before the training, before the match, after the match.
Yes, I understand.
I don't know any specials about him.
Maybe you can say if he's enough integrated in Czech realities like language, culture.
I think he is. He is living several years in the Czech Republic, and he understands Czech language. And he could speak Czech language. So I think there is no problem in this point.
Okay, cool. Two more questions. One is kind of joke, but maybe you heard that in Russia we have such region like Chechnya, Chechenian Republic, and people from there in Russia called Czech, and sometimes it's jokes that something happening in Czech Republic, but people say it's like in Chechnya. Did you hear something about that? Did you know about that?
I know about it. I know, but not more. But I know about people are messing the Czech Republic and Chechnya. But I think in your country it's more funny than in a Czech Republic, because we don't know the things around Russia and Chechnya. So for you it's much more funnier than for Czech people.
And maybe the last question, this part. Just a moment. I can't avoid the topic of politics. I don't want to touch it more a lot, but still, is there any, let's say, political labels for the clubs? That there's some communist clubs, some liberal clubs, and in terms of politics, how much politics connected with the football and the sport in Czech Republic in general?
I think the political connections to the clubs in Czech Republic are almost over. There were a few clubs in the past when it was communism here in Czech Republic. So there were army clubs and something like this, but
Like CSK.
Something like this. We call it Rudá hvězda. How to say it in English? It's Red Star, maybe, if I could say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's something like CSKA Moskva, something like it was when you or Dukla Prague. Dukla Prague was a military club. If there was a player, a good player, league player, who was aged 20 and have to go to the army, he won't play for a Dukla. Yeah, it was army club, and now I think in Czech Republic maybe there is Slavia with connection for China because they are owned by China.
Yeah.
But how it is with their political connections, I don't know exactly. I hope that that football is clear and the background nobody knows. Oh,
okay.
Somebody knows, but you know what I mean.
Then let's go to quiz. It's
okay.
About 10-15 questions, and I ask you to answer briefly. Could the press attaché always be honest?
No.
How do you learn?
I think.
Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, I think press officer. I don't want to say he's not honest, but you can't say everything. You know, sometimes you know much more than you said.
Yes.
Than you said you know about. So it's not to be honest or not, but say everything or not, because not all informations are for public.
The biggest achievement of modern Czech football?
Biggest achievement of the modern Czech football? I think it was third place in Euro 2004.
Okay. The day when you were happy at work?
Once again, please.
The day when you were happy at work?
Day when I'm happy at work?
Yes.
Every match day when Bohemians won the game.
How many hours sleeps a press officer?
I try to sleep 7 or 8 hours at least a day, and I think it's not a problem. Sometimes when you lost the player and you have to describe what happened, and or when you lost the game and you have to describe what happened. Then the nights are very long.
Sleepless. Yeah.
Sleepless. Maybe not sleepless, but very long. So okay. then I sleep 4 or 5 hours. But normally it's no problem to sleep.
How many football matches you usually watch per week?
Per week,
Yes.
I think about 4 matches. 3-4 matches a week when it's
Czech championship.
I'm talking about Czech league. Four matches a week from Czech league, and where when the week is a Champions League or European League, it 2-3 much more. Do we have connection or not? I think we lost connection again.
So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the next question was the main regret in your life so far.
Sorry, I lost. Can you repeat the question, please?
The main regret in your life so far.
The main regret?
Regret, yes.
Oh.
You know, like in the song Regrets, I had a few.
I don't know. Really, I don't know.
In the club, no?
Maybe I'm liar if I said I never regret, but
okay, it's fine.
I really don't know. Really don't know,
The
to be
most
honest.
stressed situation. The most stressed situation you had at work.
It was, for example, last season when we saved the first division by the goal in 93 minutes of the last game. And
Wow.
once before, it was 2014, I think. We saved the first division 2 minutes after the game, because we played a home game against Plzeň,
Okay.
Victoria Plzeň, and the game has ended, and we waited for another result from another stadium. So we have over the season. But still waited for another result. If it will be draw, we are saved. If one team won the game, we goes down, and it was lucky for us. The result was 0-0, and we saved the first league. So I think those two moments were the most stressed in my life, in my work life as a Bohemians employee.
Sorry, it's okay now?
Yeah, now it is, but I don't know.
Yes.
What?
Maybe I have problems with internet. I think now I changed the source of internet.
Yeah.
So again, could you repeat, please, because was all was broken. You said about the last 2 minutes after the game.
Yeah, because our game ended, and we need another result to stay 0-0. Yeah, so it was another game ended 2 minutes later than we ended the game. So the players stay at the field, and there were many fans with the mobile phones checking the live score. And after 2 minutes, some fan screamed, it's okay," and euphoria began.
Wow. So you said that the most difficult, the most stress situation is they connected not with your job, but with the results, more or less.
Yeah, it is. But my job depends on the results. So
yeah, of course. Yeah, that's true.
it's
Your
straight connected.
Your main motivation to work in football?
I love the football. I love the club. So it's my motivation.
And what did you take from these experiences working out of football, in bakery, banks? Any additional motivation?
Honestly, from bank, maybe. Do you mean my experience from a previous job?
Yes,
I bring to football.
maybe you understood something, or maybe you started to value more what you have now, like additional motivation for you.
I think that my life totally is going higher. So when I was a bakery driver, I was no personal life, no private life, because entire night I was in the job, and entire day I sleep. So there was a big problem with some family life. Yeah. And it was job or this job wasn't paid so high. So maybe I appreciate what I have now because I didn't have it in the past. Maybe it's my motivation to be good now in this job, in what I am.
What is the most difficult in your job now?
Most difficult to inform the fans when some popular player leaves Bohemians. In the summer we lost one player. It was a Colombian player. Bohemians fans loved him, and he was after the contract, and there were some intermission about 1 week when his contract ended, and the new contract should be signed. And during the week, his agent found him another club, and this player leaves. In the morning, he was on a training, and after the lunch, he said, "I end in the Bohemians and go to another club." And it was a little crazy because we played a friendly game this day, and it was a training in the morning, and the head coach didn't know nothing about the player is leaving, and the head coach put the player into the game,
Wow.
and the player didn't arrive to the stadium because he signed another contract. Yeah, so imagine that you are the main coach, the head coach.
Yeah, I can
In
imagine.
the morning you have a training with the player, and you said to the player, okay, in the evening you will play first half,
Yes, yes.
and he said okay.
So
But
Petr, I'm sorry because in this Zoom account should be used later by other guy, and that's why we have like few minutes.
yeah, okay.
Two more questions. The main problem of local football, Czech football.
Now we have a big problem with the referees, because
the same in Russia.
but here in Czech Republic, the it's not the referees committee chairman, it's a vice chairman of football association. Vice chairman of football association has been arrested.
Wow. Corruption?
Yeah, 1 month ago.
Wow.
Corruption, fixing matches. So I think it's a now big problem for Czech Republic.
It's enough. And the last one, you have 3 main rules working with the journalists. Really briefly, just as a tips.
It's a rules from me to journalist, or
yes,
what I'm
as press officer, what you do.
I try to get accreditation every time when I could. Yeah, because the journalist, as press officer, you need good connections with the journalist.
Yes.
And but it can be from the both sides. The journalists need a good connection with you. So I don't work with the journalist who blamed me in the past. And I don't know what is the third rule. Both sides must be honest. And journalist shouldn't goes around me when he want to interview from the players. He must
just say it.
Say it to me. And in Czech Republic sometimes it doesn't happen. The journalist call the player, make an interview, and then you open the newspaper and so interview with your players. So
yeah,
I know this. Don't know about it. Yeah, so it's problem. So I think there is no 3 rules. There is one main specification. I try to be honest to them, and I expect them to be honest to me, because
I think it's enough. I'm really sorry, but we have some limitations. Thank you,
I know.
Petr, for this time with me for this interview. I think was maybe the most emotional from all my editions. I really appreciate that you were so open and you explained the stories from your previous life. And now I ask you also to nominate somebody from Czech football or from world football to be my new guest. If you have somebody.
I have to think about it.
Maybe you can text me later, because now
it must be attaché, or
somebody from press office, maybe marketing also fine.
Somebody from press office.
You can think.
Okay. Maybe I will type you later because
Yeah. Okay.
I want to pick the right person. So I need to think about it for a moment. So
yeah, sorry, I need to finish. Thank you so much again, and we're still in touch. If I can help you somehow, you can text me. And
okay, thank you. It was my pleasure to be part of your project, and thank you for your words in the end of the interview.
Thank you too. Bye bye, and see you
Good
later.
luck. Good luck, and see you.